Welcome to Shovelware Diggers. Our dig team's currently excavating the Softkey Shareware 2000 Hit Games 2 CD collection. You can find a link in the video description containing the entire directory structure of this archive. Here's what our diggers have for week 131. For more information on how to join the dig team, simply follow the Patreon link in the video description. Now without further ado, let's get started. First up, Paul Shears dug up WINGAMES /comp/plasma. So if I had to take a guess at this one, I'm going to guess probably a Plasma-fractal generator. Would be my guess. I'm going to read... Oh wait, this isn't even it's a screensaver. Plasma Cloud Screensaver version 2.0 for MS Windows 3.1. Plasma Cloud Screensaver employs color cycling over a randomly generated fractal. Images generated on fly, and the process might take up to a few minutes, depending upon your computer speed. Well, that's an inefficient fractal then. Selected options of the screensaver and other running process. The more time you allow it to run, the smoother image you'll get. And apparently requires 256 colors, which is okay, because that's what we have set here. Hang on a second here. This is saying that it's like a shareware thing, right? Because it's got a message here saying you're encouraged to use the program for 30 days prior to obtaining a permanent license. But I don't see a registration fee anywhere. Might be in the screensaver itself. Let's take a look. So first thing I have to do is copy this over to Windows. Trying to remember how to do this. Hang on. So we go into Control Panel and Desktop, Screensavers. Yep, Plasma Clouds, right there. Okay, so Setup. Okay, so it's $10 from a Greenpoint Incorporated, operating out of New York, New York. So configuration. Well, that's interesting. Why would you configure the day of the week for a Plasma-fractal? Okay. Oh, it's different, I get it. It's different color sets based on different days of the week, I guess. Interesting. Well, let's just set it to custom. Let's see, or maybe we should just check out all the different days, because apparently if I choose a day first and then go to custom, it remembers those settings. So let's start with Mondays. So I guess we go OK, and then test. Okay, I see what it's doing. So it actually, it's color cycling while it's generating it. And it's actually already done generating. I don't know what it's thinking about in terms of how long it would take. So this is apparently Monday's color scheme. You know, looking at this doesn't actually look like that well done a Plasma-fractal. Like, there seems to be a lot of, like, if you look at the coloring, it almost seems like jagged. Plasma-fractals aren't supposed to look jagged. So, okay then. Well, let's see what Tuesdays is like then. I guess I don't need to set it to custom, we just set it to Tuesday. So here's Tuesday. Okay, it's typical red, green, blue pattern. A lot more noise with this one. Noise being sort of like how it looks like granulated in a sense. So with this one, the sort of spiky effect that we had on the previous doesn't seem to be as prevalent here. I do still sort of see it though. Wednesday. Wednesday looks a little chaotic. Let's just put it like that. Thursday. Oh geez, and I thought Wednesday looked bad. Friday. Okay, Friday's an interesting combination of warm and cool colors here, with the same kind of noise going on from Tuesday's coloring. Yeah, this one's not so bad. Although it doesn't cycle very smoothly. I know you can change the cycling speed, but... Saturday. No. And finally, Sunday. Okay, so that was, that was the Plasma Cloud screensaver. I guess if you wanted to pay $10 for a screensaver that that can let you do some really just some Plasma-fractal types things, I guess. You know what? Let's just see what happens if we do something totally ridiculous. This is probably gonna play hell with the with the compression. Ow. Well, that just kind of looks like nothing. So yeah, I guess if you wanted to spend $10 on a plasma tile screensaver, well, there you go. Next up, Michael Madsen's dug up WINGAMES /NEWWIN /MJWIN. Michael Jackson for Windows? I mean, that's what I thought when I thought MJWIN. Oh, you know what? It's probably Mahjong. Oh yeah, there's a view set, there's a PCX to TIS, whatever that does. File ID.diz just simply says Mahjong for Windows. Fair enough. What's offer.text? Special offer, I've assembled a nice collection of tile sets which have been contributed by MJVGA users throughout the country. Today I have 15 discs full, 5 sets per disc. First, if you contribute an original decent tile set to add to this collection, I'll send you any 2 discs of the library. Not have to be a registered user to take advantage. Interesting. Second, if you've registered your copy, I'll send you any number of discs for $3 each. Please note that you must be a registered user. Okay. See, that's one of the ways the Mahjong software creators would get more money for their software, is by selling tile sets. Which I always find ironic, because to make a tile set, all you really need is any kind of Photoshop stuff, or any kind of paint program, or anything, really. But I guess it's more the matter of the skill required to make a set that actually looks nice. There's even a blank set.pcx here, so that people can actually, put their own set together. Fair enough. Anyways, let's actually run this thing. Unregistered copy. If you enjoy MJ Windows, please consider becoming a registered user. Author's name and address can be found in the documentation or in the About box. I like how, because he's using the exact naming, it's About box. Even though that's probably exactly how it appears in the thing. Okay. So, no maximize button. That's a good sign. Means the programmer probably has an idea of what he's doing. Also, it was loaded up center screen. You don't see that often either. So, center screen, no maximize button. Automatically started the timer. With Mahjong software, I think it's better if the timer doesn't start until you take your first piece. But that's just me. Anyways, here's the About screen, created by Ron Belwiski. Oh, hang on. Ron Belwiski. Belwiski. That's the only way I can think of pronouncing it. And apparently wanted $20 for this. Okay, so we've got tiles left, moves left, show moves, X-ray. Interesting. So an X-ray so that you can actually see underneath some of the tiles. Huh. And there is a load tile set. Whoa, it actually comes with a lot of tile sets to start off with. So we got a classic tile set. That definitely looks classic. What else we got? Classic 2, which is quite a bit more elaborate. Easy C. Okay, so it actually shows you the numbers of everything. Well, considering the fact that this is just the tile-based Mahjong, I don't know if that's really that necessary to be able to see the numbers. Well, that's a lot of flowers. This would be a tricky one to work with. Road signs. Oh, this would get really annoying, I would think. Let's actually try to play this here. So, you got our... Oh, it's actually using PC speaker sound effects? Again, that's another thing you don't often see with Windows games. So I'm pretty sure we can't grab that one. No. So we have to find some other way to get rid of that 5 there. I can't possibly be already stuck. No, I'm not. There's that 7 over there. And I got the north wind there. And then... Well, we got a couple 7s up here, but we can't pull these because you can only pull stuff that are from the edges, not from the up or the down. I don't know why the rules are like that, actually. If somebody knows why the rules were designed that way, then feel free to let me know in the comments, but okay, I think I'm doing okay here. It'd be nice if I could get that 5 off, because then I'd be able to get out those pieces underneath. Well, I'm not quite sure how much that would actually help me at this point. So now, if I'm also remembering the rules correctly, then if I can get access to the cardinal directions here, basically the seasons are all one group, and the cardinal directions are all another group. So I should be able to match up the south with the west. If I'm remembering the rules correctly. It's been a while. Okay, yeah, I was just able to pull summer and spring together, so that's definitely how it's working. Oh, the cardinal directions are actually their own thing. So it's just the seasons that work that way. Huh. I don't like the fact that I haven't seen any other 7s here, which means this is probably going to stay here for quite some time, but I kind of need access to some of this. I think I'm running low on moves here. Because, yeah, I haven't been able to get past this, haven't been able to get past this. This is never going to come off until I get all the way down here. This isn't looking so good. I haven't been able to find the other pair of 7s yet. Like, just how buried are they? And I ran out of moves. Like, how was I supposed to get these this 7 and this 7 have been isolated the whole game? The other 7s must be, like, under here somewhere. I like how the timer keeps going up. Can we do the X-ray thing? Actually, how do we do the X-ray thing? Oh, I see what happens. So when you hit the X-ray button, you have to choose which tiles you want to X-ray. Oh, all it does is highlight where they are. Okay, I thought maybe it would actually let you see like what's under them, but nah, it just highlights where they are. Anyways, that was Mahjong for Windows. It's a perfectly competent Mahjong game with lots of tile sets. $20 would be a fair price for something like this. I don't know. Alright, he was only charging like $3 for the extra tile set, so that's not so bad then. So yeah, if you're a fan of Mahjong, this would work perfectly fine. And our last dig for today is a team dig from Captain Sham and Brendan of RetroSwim. DOSGAMES /Arcade3 /TXTWARS. Probably something that runs in text mode, I would imagine. And all we have is a 19 kilobyte executable from 1991. This is going to be very basic, isn't it? TXTWARS by John Dearden. And we got a Hall of Fame there with various ships. Okay. So, I for info. Playing TXTWARS is easy. I'll be the judge of that. When prompted for a letter to fly, press the favorite letter you would like your ship to be. See if some letters work better than others. In a moment, the screen will change and you'll be flying through text space. Use the right and left arrow keys to dodge the oncoming characters rising from the bottom of the screen. Every time you fly past a new line of obstacles, the score in the upper left corner of the screen is increased. As time goes by, the characters come at you faster and faster. Occasionally a red block will present itself. You fly into one, not only will your score increase, the game will also slow down a little. Less frequently, you may come across a white block. Hitting one of these will have not affect the speed of the game, but you'll see your score jump up by 1,000 points. After hitting 5 of the other oncoming characters, your history. So basically, it's a dodge stuff game. And this version of TXTWARS is released as freeware. Please enjoy and feel free to pass it around. Okay then. And there's also an upgraded version which saves the high scores to disk. So that's technically... Okay, so in the early days of independent software on computers, there was a lot of confusion with terms like freeware and shareware. And sometimes you end up with these sort of in-between situations where somebody wants their game to sort of be shareware, but at the same time, they don't want it to have the restrictions that a lot of shareware did have at the time. So he's saying the game is freeware, only so much as being able to actually distribute it and play it for as long as you want. But it is still technically shareware because it's not going to save your high scores unless you pay a registration fee. And apparently also source code's like also the source code for $15 if you want it. And another person out of Ontario, Canada. Although, John Dearden, I wonder if we've seen that name before, I'm just not remembering. Anyways, what letter would we like to fly? Well, naturally, I'm going to pick the best letter as a space character. Oh. I can't see where I am. That was a big mistake. I played as a space character. Oh, I hit something. I'm surprised the game let me do that. You should not be allowed to fly as a space character. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh no, it's getting faster! It's getting ludicrously fast! No, seriously, that's actually way too fast. And apparently I actually made the high score table somehow. Okay, let's actually play as something I can see, like, I don't know. There we go, A with an accent. Do I have to hit enter? Maybe I crashed it. Nope, apparently A with an accent doesn't trigger it to play. In that case, let's do squiggly right bracket. There's our ship. And we're up against a whole bunch of... Whoa, did you see that? It kind of like jumped in speed there. That was kind of, annoying. So yeah, but sometimes it seems like it jumps ahead a frame or two. But yeah, basically just sort of dodge all the stuff game from the looks of it. Nothing too complicated. And yeah, the speed is going up real fast now. Oh geez, how are you supposed to dodge any of that? That was like stupid fast there. I'm guessing maybe the cycles count's a little high, but I turned it down. Like, for a 1991 game, the timing seems to be an important thing. Like, I don't know. So yeah, this is TXTWARS. It's an... well, it's just a basic dodge everything game. There's really not much more I could say about it. Oh, it's buffering keys. That's good to know. Because that could actually make the game considerably more difficult. So yeah, I guess the real challenge really is just get the red spots, because if you get the red spots, you slow everything down. But then it's not really good time. See, this game would have worked better if it was going horizontally instead of vertically. Because from a vertical perspective here, you don't get a lot of time to line yourself up and dodge things, especially given just the nature of the keyboard and everything here. Also, this game probably would work a lot better if it had, like, real joystick support as well. But yeah, that's TXTWARS. I guess $10 if you wanted to save your high scores and free otherwise. Yeah. It is what it is.